Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, wherever you are. My name is Elena Sinelnikova, and we are streaming directly from Metis Foundation, Metis L2 GOAT Network, and all our subsidiaries at Metis Foundation. Today, we are opening Bootcamp. This is our summer bootcamp, and we're going to go over the program today. So let me just share the screen. Thank you so much and welcome. We are streaming to X and to YouTube, so please feel free to ask the questions. We're gonna pick them up and then post the answers in the Telegram, and we're going to share Telegram here while we go. So today is our opening ceremony for the OpenClaw Summer Builder Bootcamp. This idea born from us doing lots of hackathons around the world and seeing the interest and success of the projects at these hackathons. So we decided to take the ones who really want to build, help them out to launch their product. And this is what this bootcamp is about. So today we're going to do the quick program overview. We have Kevin Liu, our co-founder of Metis Foundation and GOAT Network, doing the agent kit and gift cards demo. We're also going to have Darrel from OKX is presenting the agent wallet. We're also going to be talking about why agents actually need blockchain infrastructure. And we're going to be doing a builder onboarding live demo. I am going to do the quick sound check because I'm not sure if you can hear me. Okay, we're going to move further until I hear the...
I think we can hear you well.
We can hear you. Okay, now it sounds good. Okay, so let me just start sharing screen again because I wasn't sure for a second. Apologies. And I'm going to share the screen again. Since we're going live, I need to make sure. All right, so program overview very quickly. This bootcamp is 8 weeks. We're going to create AI agents, do the market validation, and we're gonna grow them. Why agents? Why us? Agents right now are entering the world, but agents will not be probably approved for the bank account like ever. Therefore, agent needs some other infrastructure to make payments because they are autonomous. And this is exactly what we have. This is the infrastructure that we developed. And these payments going to be settling on Bitcoin and Ethereum, two most secure and decentralized networks. So for this camp, we're going to be building, validating, and growing. There are certain dates that you have to remember. There are demo dates, July 15, August 26. There will be also workshops that run by our mentors. We're also going to communicate in the groups, in the Telegram groups with the teams. And we're going to do the evaluation and help the teams to go along their journey. AI agents going to be registered on the blockchain so they can collect a reputation. This is ERC8004 identity, and they're going to be doing X402 payments. So this is the bank account for agents on blockchain. For stage number 1, and camp gonna run in 2 stages. The deliverables are on the screen, so please remember them. Yes, project will need to have GitHub repository, a landing page, website. They also have to have defined the target audience, their users, and they're going to propose the metrics for the stage number 2. And we're going to evaluate them in problem definition, in the value proposition of their agent, in the growth metrics design, and also understanding their target audience. For stage number 2, the deliverables are already harder. So by the stage number 2, they will have already working agent and everything, all the technology figured out. So they will need to have the growth report, the feedback, user feedback report, and also GEO contribution report. And for stage number 2, the evaluation criteria are is a product growth, ecosystem growth, user feedback, and also GEO contribution. When we talk about GEO contribution, GEO that's how all LLMs in the world going to find you, the project. For that, you need to have a very good content quality, and also you have to start building your authority. And that is going to all reflect on how LLMs in the world going to find you. And we're going to have the awards, of course. By the time we end the camp, it might be we might redistribute awards a little bit, but this is the guidelines. We also providing internship opportunities for the winners. So if you are looking for internship, this is your chance. We also going to issue the certificate of completions for each bootcamp member. And we're going to post the recommendations on LinkedIn and invite you then to GOAT AI Builder program, where we're providing lots of grants. So that is after stage 2, our bootcamp graduates is going to be streamlined into the grants program. We had 91 applications before we call it a close of the applications. So 91 applications that we collected to the date, to the June 24th. And we selected 12 teams to participate in this cohort. So they are on the screen, and congratulations to the teams. You all received the acceptance letters. For those of you who did not make the cut, no worries, because first of all, you're going to be waitlisted for our next cohort. And also we have oh, by the way, the teams, please join the Telegram. So we have a Telegram groups for you to join. And you can start building already, because at this workshop, we're going to be providing a demo on how to build everything from the beginning to end. And as I said, we partnered with, I see some pictures did not show, but it's fine, because I'm going to be sharing this slide at the end of the presentation. So we partnered with the Future Caribbean Hackathon, which has about 70,000 so far in a prize fund, and they will accept our teams. So we're going to be streamlining all teams that applied to this bootcamp over there. And we're going to also join you to the Telegram group and we'll make sure that you complete the milestones for this hackathon. As I said, this information is going to be shared a little bit later. So please join the Telegram group. And in there, we're going to be answering all the questions for all the teams. And now we're going straight into the Agent Kit demo by our co-founder of GOAT Network and Metis Foundation, Kevin Liu. Kevin, it's all yours.
Thank you, Elena, and congrats to the teams who have been selected to the bootcamp. Basically, I think. Oh, let me share my screen. Okay. Yeah. I think since we have been doing this hackathon and build-a-thon for quite a while, we see so many teams, they are looking for a very solid foundation to build their agent on. We understand that currently, especially during the past, like 12 months, the agent actually has progressed pretty, rapidly. You can see they're not just demos; it has grown to some production level. Also, there are a lot of people in X or in other social media. They are selling the anxiety that, hey, you should do this, you should do that. Otherwise, you're gonna be out of this agentic era. But to us, I think it's still far from that stage. A lot of agents still don't have some solid infra to build on top of it, especially when it is related to payment, to identity, to settle. There's not too much solutions for them. It it can be some centralized way, but if an economy is built on something that can be changed by some centralized entity, then this cannot be called economy. It has some blockage or some other stuff you cannot trust for the long term. So I think for the infra part, what Metis, what GOAT, and I believe what at OKX is also building is some or solid infra for the agent to do things, to collaborate with each other, to do payment, to do settle. So this is a real foundation for our long-term economy. For gold, since we are Bitcoin secured infra, so I think that makes more sense for the one that who really into the decentralization concept, that no one can touch your fund. It's the community consensus decide your agent behavior. So and then go with a live demo what this agent can do with our constructions for now. So as I introduced, GOAT Network is a Bitcoin native secure lab. I understand this concept is not sexy for now, but the technology is very solid. We have been building this for the past 3 years with the security from Bitcoin and with the speed of layer 2, can be very fast and low cost. So agent or applications can do payment, settle, or build trust. It's not only for human; it's also for institutions and AI agents. This is the full stack. We settle on Bitcoin layer 1, and with our own in-house CKVM and BWM2, and also decentralized sequencer. This is the foundation for the security and long-term prosperity. On the top, what we have been building is the agent payment protocol. It's not only X402. Now we have also added MPP, and the agent also have their ERC 8004, the identity and trust layer. Then on the top is the agent kit. That's the main product we are promoting for now. With this agent kit, agent will know what to do and how to do it. I will do a demo after. And on the top, that's the like the solutions, the use cases we're exploring with many partners. I believe we're gonna release the information of the partnership one by one pretty soon. I will quickly go over these slides. For the zero-knowledge virtual machine, actually, this is a very low layer trust mechanism that you can prove off-chain transaction, off-chain computation with on-chain verification, which is Bitcoin to verify the correctness. So there's no bad states can be rewritten. So I think that's the very foundational layer to build the trust for long-term economy. And BVM2 is actually the one that builds the connection between the layer 2 and the Bitcoin mainnet. All the transactions happened on layer 2 will go through and verified by BitVM2. So in this way, you can have the speed of a layer 2, but you don't have to worry about the security from the underneath. And also decentralized sequencer, that's one of the functions and features for GOAT Network and also Metis, which there's no single party can control the network. So anyone can exit their assets as long as there's only one honest party. You can exit your assets. So you don't have to trust the entity who running it. You just trust the mechanism. So ZKVM, BitVM2, and decentralized sequencer, that's the that can inherit the Bitcoin native security and also with the layer 2 scalability. With X402 and this agent payment protocol, you can do different kind of payment request per action per second, and also we support multi-chains, multi-coins. So for now, we support Gold, ETH, Polygon, Arbitrum, BSC, Base, Metis Barrel chain, and also X layer. That's the newly added chain. And also we are not just support USDC, we support USDT cross chain. So basically, if you have assets on these chains, you can do transactions via native chain. You don't have to bridge to another chain to ask your agent to do all this bridging stuff. So I believe it will greatly reduce the friction for the agent payment. Also, we support USDT and many other ERC20 tokens that if this layer can, this network can support. 8004, that's identity and trust. I believe a lot of people have known this, so I will skip. For agent kit, currently agent can read this script and do over 95 actions, and with this we can enable agent to API payment, agent to agent commerce, and also we support BTC staking from the agent part as well. So you can do institutional settlement, and also the cross-chain agent ops. For now, I will demo our very concrete use case that ask my own agent, to purchase some like gift card for me. This will mainly go through Telegram, and then the agent is from Hermes, but they have already started agent kit, so they know what to do. Let me change to another screen. Okay, can you see this? Okay, all right. So yeah, I will ask my agent to purchase $5 5 Canadian dollars Starbucks gift card for me. This one. Yeah. It will go through some, steps. And what I want to mention that is that this is on mainnet. So what I spent gonna be real Canadian dollars. But of course they are converting these Canadian dollars from USDT. I'm not sure if any everyone experienced like this. For this agent, they're still not that smart enough. So sometimes they're gonna, be very quick in a lot of actions, but for a lot of other times, they're gonna become, kind of silly. So I hope, this agent can follow what he has learned and knows what to do. Okay, so it says, yeah, he found the Starbucks Canada gift card, $5, and all these kind of details, and it asked me to confirm USDC. Okay, any token is fine. Confirm. So you can see this checkpoint. This agent, like summarize all these kind of details, like from what chain, what kind of token they're gonna use, and what address should be, paid to, and yeah, how much tokens gonna use, and gas token stuff. I think it's in the payment stage. We're gonna be feedback very soon. But basically, you can see this process still takes quite long. I think basically we might need more constructions to make it as easy as possible and as fast as possible. Of course, I can ask the agent to just buy it directly, but just for the security and these kind of reasons, I think it's better that human can make the final confirm before it conduct any events or any actions that's related to money. Okay. Oh, Elena, are you here? I saw the question from YouTube that are the payment steps the agent went through outlined in a skill. Actually, the agent kit, has many, embedded skills and steps for the agent to follow. So they will just, read the agent kit, and then they will know what to do. It's just the whole process just taking too long.
Kevin, are you still sharing the screen? Because I don't see or...
Yeah. So, Elena, maybe I think we can ask Darrel to start. It will run a second, and yeah, after this, I can share the result. Yeah, we just need to wait for the result. Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, so let me just continue then our program, and when the process is finished, then Kevin will show us the result. So, as I said, and as I promised, all other 83 teams, like the whole entire 83 teams that applied for this bootcamp, will be streamlined to the future Caribbean. Please join our Telegram group where we can actually ask you whether you want to do that. And if you want to do that, we're going to help you throughout the whole process. So they still accept entries until July 3rd, and their demo day is going to be August 7, and their winner is going to present at the New York Stock Exchange. So stakes are pretty high, so let's do it. And so while Kevin is still finishing with the process, I would like to invite to the stage our guest, our honored guest, Darrel Wang from OKX, who is going to tell us about their product. So, Darrel, it's all yours.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Elena. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for having me. Congrats on the opening ceremony. Yeah, there's no doubt that AI is becoming the next productivity revolution, and every industrial revolution always brings its share of growth pain. But the history has proven that those who truly benefit are never the one who resist the technologies, but the one who can learn to harness it. So from this year, OKX had continues to rolling out AI-related product. For example, the Engine OS. Yeah, let me share my screen so you guys can have a clear idea. Let me see. Yeah, this one. Can you guys see it? Yeah, this is our on-chain OS. So basically, it's a dedicated developer kit to help every builder to construct their own AI and Web3 workflow. So basically, it's a full stack developer kit for you to build on Web3. It includes all the best DEX APIs, and it is included the X402 MPP payment protocol, and it has embedded wallets. So it saves plenty of time for you to rebuild all the infras, and it's also multi-chains. This is very important. And today is a wonderful coincidence because today the Builders Bootcamp just happens to fall on the very exactly same day that our flagship AI product of this year, OKX AI, goes live. So I'm also very excited to share our new flag AI product for the builders is the OKX AI. So what is OKX AI? OKX AI is built on up on the on-chain OS, and it's a agentic marketplace. It's made up a serious decentralized component. For example, the 8004 just mentioned by Kevin. We use 8004 to build agent identity. We use XMTP for the encrypted message between the agent to agents. And we also use the agentic payment protocol. We wrapped the X402 MPP and more into our protocol to enable agents to pay each other. And also we use 8183 to build the on-chain task system. And by the way, OKX just became the co-author of EIP 8183 last month because of the innovation from our OKX AI mechanism. So for every agent that run on-chain OS and OKX AI, they all have a embedded TEE wallet. And so agents can do business just like human, securely and fast. And our vision for the OKX AI is we believe that every man have the potential to build their own one-man company, and one developer plus your AI is an entire $1 million value company. Yeah, this is the platform, the product we are going to build. The time is quite tight today, so I will skip the full complete live demo, but we'll show you guys how to use OnchainOS and how to use OKX in a very quick way. Yeah, if you want to use OnchainOS, please log in web3.okx.com OnchainOS /OnchainOS. You will have this C line. Once you install this C line, you have everything you needed for building your Web3 full stack dApps. And if you want to start from OKX AI, it's also very easy. Here we have 3 rules for you. You want to be user for just simply use the service, or you want to be the service providers, or you want to be the evaluator on X layer to evaluate the dispute happens between the agents. What you want, we have it on the OKX AI. And for example, if you want from the user perspective, it's very simple. You copy the C line, and voila, you can have you can see you have the wallet logged in here with your email. The private key is stored in the TE, by the way, so it's very safe. No one can steal money from you. And here, this C line just rejects your agents on chain through the ERC 804. And if you want to buy or hire any agents to do tasks for you, simply to explore the agents on our platform and tell the agent what you want. For example, I want to bet the World Cup finals. So I copy paste this prompt, tell my agents. Right now it takes like 2 or 3 minutes, but we are trying our best to minimize the time cost. And here you can see our platform is create the on-chain task, and here the agent is submitting the task on chain. Here you can see all the like how the task flows on chain, and here you can oh, this is accident. That's my wallet is lack of font, so I topped it up. By the way, after I topped up, the agent continued to do its task, and the seller agent just delivered the product I want to buy. Is the odd of the finals. This agent tell me France and Argentina are going to have a have the 1-1 in the finals. So I can also use the agentic wallet powered by OnchainOS to bet on Polymarket. So basically, it's a full stack kit for every builder to build their applications. And yeah, this is our product.
Thank you, Darrel. So guys, please take a note and use this product from OKX. And I would like to check back with Kevin. Kevin, do you have the results ready?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Amazing. Okay, so let's see.
Darrel, that's a very good one. You know, especially in the World Cup state.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second.
While we are waiting, guys, I would like to remind you that also this live stream, you're going to see end-to-end demo on how to build the AI agent. So if you don't have your own, you will see how to do it, and you also see all the you will have to learn. You will learn the science behind it as well. So all the technology that we build that allow you to have your agent and payments on blockchain. And also the reminder that for this summer bootcamp, the demo day, the final demo day, gonna be August 26th. So if you just watching it to follow the bootcamp, please have this date in mind. August 26th, it's when all our 12 teams is going to present their end product that they get to develop with in this 8 weeks.
Yeah. I just changed to Amazon Canada the gift card, so it's gonna show the same. You can see this is the final result. They purchased with this gift card and screen card QR code. So yeah, it actually should be this quick and easy that like use different tokens on different chains, and it will follow your order to purchase and finish the purchasing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. In the end, it will showcase this like result and linkage that they purchased. That's smart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kevin. Thank you. And we are going further following our program. So as I said, so you're going to be seeing a demo today. So if you want to build your own purchaser of gift cards, you can do it, and we can teach you how to do it today. So stay with us till the end. And our next speaker is Arshia Das, our wonderful Darrel and AI growth partner, who actually going to be one of the growth partners who will be taking care of these teams that we onboarded to this bootcamp. So she's going to be demonstrating actually the foundation, why agent needs blockchain infrastructure and the whole science behind it. Arshia, please come onto the stage.
Hello. Wait, let me just quickly share my screen. All right. All right, thank you so much, Elena, for the introduction. So I am Arshia, and I am currently a AI growth partner for Darrel as well as under Metis Foundation, and I'll be helping a couple of you teams along with through this 8-week process. So I'm really excited and looking forward to it. As for today, I'm going to be talking specifically about why agents need a blockchain infrastructure, kind of just explaining the reasoning behind things before you actually go ahead and carry out the technical tasks and do it. It's really important you understand why you're doing what you're doing, right? So agents, they need a very reliable infrastructure. So AI agents, they can reason and they can act, but most current infrastructures, they still assume that a human is approving every step, right? So we as humans, we have the ability to log into accounts, we can make payments, we can approve transactions, and we can also we can see a service online and we can make the judgment of whether that service is trustworthy or not. However, an AI agent can't really do all of that, well, just in by itself without asking a human for approval every step of the way. And honestly, that kind of defeats the whole purpose of an AI agent if we humans keep having to approve every single step. And so to make AI agents more independent, there are these 5 primitives in place: identity, trust, payment, settlement, and accountability. So identity is about, can we trust the agent? Sorry, identity is about who is this agent, right? Trust is about if we can trust the agent. Payment is about whether this agent can pay or if it can get paid. Settlement is if the transaction actually goes through, right? And accountability, finally, is that whether we can verify all of this and what happened later on. So this is what makes the infrastructure, these 5 pillars, I guess, kind of like really enforces a strong infrastructure for these agents to be able to act more on their own. Now, why do we use blockchain for this? So blockchain pretty much gives all these agents a common ground. So these agents, they exist privately on multiple different platforms. So a single agent can have a different identity stored on 2 different platforms, right? Different identity payments, reputation, and all of this is separate. So let's say another agent would want to work with this agent. It would have to go through the hassle of going through every single platform, asking, trying to figure out its identity and everything. So what blockchain basically does is that it provides a shared coordination layer that any agent, user, or service can verify via on-chain records. So it can ask these questions: who controls this agent? What wallet is it connected to? Has it completed transactions before? Has it received any feedback? And was the payment actually settled? So basically, blockchain creates this common room where another agent can come in and ask these questions and get a general idea of what the other agent does, instead of having to go to every single platform and dealing with so much more information. Right, so let's talk about GOAT Network. So GOAT Network is a Bitcoin layer 2 product of ZKM. It's supported under the Metis Foundation umbrella and is designed to provide infrastructure for AI agents. So GOAT focuses on these 3 things. So this is the GOAT stack: the payment, the settlement, and the trust. And what GOAT can provide to you builders is that it has EVM compatible development, GOAT deployment on mainnet and testnet, ERC 8004 agent identity, X402 autonomous payments, and then tooling with AgentKit and ClawUp. So let's look more into GOAT Network itself, like the actual infrastructure. So these are the 3 things that are the 3 main pieces that actually helps. So this is the infrastructure for the agents that GOAT Network provides, right? So you have the Bitcoin plus BitMV, which basically helps with the settlement and security. So it helps with transactions having stronger guarantees, as well as invalid claims being able to be challenged, right? And then we have decentralized sequencers, which make sure that these transactions are not being controlled by just one single entity. And then finally, you have ZK proofs, which basically just helps verify that these transactions were executed correctly. So over here, you have all of these 3 things. You're settling it. You're making sure that there is no censorship resistance, and you are actually able to verify the payments. So these are the 3 pillars of the infrastructure for GOAT Network. All right, so let's talk about ERC 8004, which is about agent identity and trust. So ERC 8004 is technically, like, the way I like to think about it is basically all of these agents just have their own IDs. We humans, we always have a piece of ID. It's very important because it helps us be a trustable person, right? Authorities, they check your ID when they need to know if they can trust you. So same with agents, they basically have their ID, and it contains information about who the agent is, what does it do, the wallet information, and then of course its reputation. One good thing about having an ID for each agent is that, of course, it makes it discoverable, and I mean, obviously it makes it verifiable, and it makes it super easy to verify it. And then it also makes these agents very portable across multiple ecosystems. So now that we have the ID secured, we have the payment side. So X402 is the autonomous payments. So when it comes to humans, we can go, like, let's say we're doing online shopping, right? We just go to the checkout page, we enter our card info, and then we get it manually approved. However, an AI agent, they can't really do that. They need a more autonomous way to be doing that. So X402 basically turns payment into a machine readable API interaction, makes it programmable. So Kevin basically went over this, but basically an agent requests paid service, and then the service gets returned, and the payment is required. and then agent authorizes that payment, and then the payment is verified, and then finally the service unlocks the access. So that's how the payment works for these autonomous agents. And so now that we have the payment execution and then we have IDs to have trust in these agents, we actually have an economic stack for these autonomous agents. So now these agents can actually go ahead and carry out things and work with each other. So this is kind of an example flow. So agent A wants to work with agent B, right? So A discovers B, and then A checks out B's ERC 8000 for identity and reputation. You know, it goes over it, it figures out, okay, so B is actually reputable and trustable for me to work with. So A then pays B through X402, and then B performs the service. And then the feedback can be connected back to B's reputation, and then B is made discoverable with accumulated reputation. So think of this like basically a restaurant getting a customer, the customer leaves a good review, and then that review helps the restaurant, look better and gain more traction from other customers. So that is why reputation, that's kind of how the reputation works. All right, so now that I've kind of went over the concepts, let's talk about the actual tools that you'll be using as a builder. So ClawUp, it is a prompt-first platform to build, deploy, and manage your OpenClaw agent. So OpenClaw is kind of like the agent framework here, and then ClawUp is like your interface. So deploy, you can launch your agents very quickly, and then you can connect it to Telegram and talk to it conversationally. And then you can manage your tasks and your workflows. And then you have the protection, you don't have to worry about that. It's all encrypted data and there's zero data retention. So over here, this is just a QR code for GOAT Network. So if you guys just want to scan that, I can give you like a bit. If you want to screenshot, feel free to. All right. So lucky for you guys, we have an exclusive ClawUp offer for all the 12 teams. So you'll get 2 months free off for the ClawUp subscription. And then you also get a 15% discount on underlying LLM usage. It does depend on model usage. And there will be a request, the form for the access request. It will be shared in the Telegram chat. Elena mentioned this, even I'm going to mention it. Make sure you check the Telegram as well as join it if you are a builder. Of course, you don't want to miss out on anything on the Telegram because we'll be sharing a lot of resources and it could help you out a lot. So I believe this is also the QR code for the GOAT Network.
No,
so
this is the ClawUp.
Sorry, this is the, right, my bad. This is the ClawUp. So if you guys just want to scan that or screenshot that. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about AgentKit. So AgentKit is basically what helps turn your ClawUp boat into a GOAT-enabled on-chain agent. So basically with ClawUp, you can create and manage your agent. However, AgentKit will actually help you to connect that agent to the GOAT network actions, right? So it is a TypeScript SDK with 95 plus on-chain actions, and then it works with it works as a plug and play toolkit for existing agents. So what this means basically is that your agent will now be able to support transactions, contracts, trading, bridging, payments, and identity registration. So this is where your chatbot becomes more than just a chatbot, right? It can actually interact with these on-chain systems. So over here is the GitHub link if you guys just want to take a screenshot of that, or you want to search it up already. All right. If anything, you can always ask on the Telegram if you want any resources, if you've missed any of it. But anyways, so we're going to move on to the builder onboarding. So these are kind of the objectives. Very important that you understand the concept of everything and you're able to apply that concept and be practical with it. So creating an agent on ClawUp and then pairing it on Telegram, adding GOAT Network, X402 templates, like these skills, and then generating a new agent created wallet, obtaining credentials on the GOAT Network X402 merchant portal, and then registering your agent identity with ERC 8004 on GOAT mainnet, and then registering your agent for X402 so it can configure payments on the GOAT Network and Metis Network, and then finally integrating it with Agent Kit. All right, so lastly, we have skills. So skills are reusable instructions that guide an agent through GOAT-specific workflows. So you can just have like a normal chatbot, right? You can ask it questions, you can search things up, you can ask it the weather, maybe like a couple of mathematical questions. However, you can't really assume, and most times these generic chatbots will not be able to configure your X402 payments. It won't be able to work it won't be able to work these GOAT workflows, right? So basically what skills does is that it will help the agent understand how to do these things. So it will help the agent to use the GOAT Network resources. It will help it to register the identities, ERC 8004. It will help it to configure the X402 payment flows. And then it will help it to reference an example implementations. And then finally, will help it to generate reusable files and instructions. So skills are very important because you don't want a chatbot, you don't want to be asking a chatbot that knows nothing to configure a payment. And then it's like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. So that's what skill is for, so that your agent is actually able to understand all of these things and able to do it. And I believe that brings me to an end to my part of the presentation. So I kind of went through the blockchain infrastructure, payment identities, the importance of the infrastructure, and then also the tools that you all can use to like ClawUp, Agent Kit, that will actually help you with this infrastructure. And I think now we'll be moving on to the live demo. So I'll just pass it over to Elena to transition you into that. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Arshia. Thank you. That was great. So, guys, now we're going to moving forward. And as I said, we're going to be doing the demo. And we have for that, we have a demo and we have an onboarding document. So the demo plan and onboarding document are going to be presented by our AI growth partner that also going to be taking care of this 12 teams that are selected, Arij Tariq. And before I give the stage to Arij, I would like to acknowledge also the entire team that was working on this presentation and this live stream. So that is, of course, our program leader is Julie Zhang, and she's also the CMO of Metis Foundation and Metis L2 and Lazier Network. We also have Ronit Bonaventura and Mina Hussein, who is our other AI growth partners who will be working with the teams together. They're not in this live stream, but they are behind the scenes doing all this hard work and hard lifting. And of course, I would like to thank our Norbert Amankwa Adamako and our David Akwasi Saprong, who is our community leaders and who also have been helping behind the scenes with this live stream. So thank you so much, the whole team and that is involved in this summer bootcamp. And we're also going to have further on in this summer bootcamp, we're going to have presenters from the GOAT Network, the mentors from the GOAT Network, from Metis Network, from Metis Foundation, that are teaching and mentoring all 12 teams and beyond. But for now, I would like to give the stage to Arij, and with the summer camp builder onboarding.
Thank you, Elena, for the introduction. Hello, everyone. I'm Arij. And I will be walking you through the builder onboarding section. Let me share my screen right now. I hope you can see my screen right now.
Yes.
Okay. So this part is meant to be turning everything we've discussed so far into a practical setup path. I'll go through what you'll be needing to create, configure, connect, and test your agents. so it can move from an idea into something that's actually running and ready to build on. So before we get into the steps, this slide is mainly here so you can know where to find the full setup and support after the session. The guide and the video are separate references you can come back to while building. So if there's something that's going too quickly today, don't worry. This presentation will give you the roadmap, but these are what you can reference later. Okay, for the onboarding, the main goal is to create, connect, deploy, and eventually monetize an AI agent using Claw, GOAT Network, and Metis. You'll start by creating the agent, then passing it through Telegram so you can test it through the chat interface. From there, you'll add skills, the agent kit interactions, then set up the wallet identity and payment pieces. Once these pieces are in place, you'll have the foundation needed to actually build the product and not just talk about it. This is the full roadmap at glance. First, you'll be creating the Claw agent. Second, connect the Telegram. Third, add skills and agent kit. Fourth, set up the wallet. Fifth, register identity and configure payments. And finally, test the full demo flow. The goal is to leave this session with a clear checklist, not just a theory dump. So this section fits between the program vision and the live demo. Earlier, you heard about why this bootcamp exists and what the selected teams will be working towards. My section is about the setup steps and that helps actually get there. So think of this as a bridge between the bootcamp vision and the live building process. Before you begin, make sure you have the core accounts ready, the ClawUp, Telegram, MetaMask, and other compatible wallets. The GitHub for your repo and documentation and access to the GOAT Builder Hub and the Metis related support if you've not already been added. And then also a quick safety note, we'll be working with private keys, API keys, and wallet addresses and other credentials, so do not share keys in public chats, slides, documents, screenshots, or repos. You will need the private key for wallet import, but that should be saved securely and only used when required. The first technical setup is creating your agent on ClawUp. You will need to sign into ClawUp, choose Create New Agent, name your agent clearly, and select the model and interface settings, then launch the agent. The checkpoint here is simple. The agent should be created, visible, and running. Once that's been done, you'll have the base environment where everything will be connected to. Next, you'll connect your agent to Telegram. Telegram gives you a simple way to interact with your agent and test it quickly. You'll create a bot using BotFather, copy the bot token, paste it into ClawUp, and then send the pairing command. And then message the bot to test interaction. The important checkpoint here is when you message the bot, your agent should respond. If it does, then your connection is working. Okay. After the agent is connected, the next step is adding the skills. The skills are usable interactions and actions that can help you move your agent from like a chatbot to an actual agent that's doing things. For this bootcamp, skills can be connected to your agent to connect your agent to GOAT, Metis, X402 agent kit, and Web3 related workflows. This is how your agent starts learning the specific actions it needs for the bootcamp instead of just giving general answers, And then the agent kit is useful because it gives builders a faster starting point instead of beginning from blank files. Teams can use agent kit to create GOAT-ready agent projects and add wallet and interaction actions, connect workflow to the GOAT Network and Metis, and support the ERC 8004 identity and the X402 payment use cases. The main idea here is to use the existing tools and templates so your team can spend more time building a useful product and less time reinventing the setup from scratch. You can find out more on the agent kit from GOAT Network. Next, the wallet setup. Your agent needs a wallet so it can interact with the network, payments, identity systems. You'll generate an agent wallet, save both the wallet and wallet address and private key securely, and import the wallet into MetaMask only when needed. The wallet address is what you'll be using for funding requests. The private key is only for secure wallet access and import. Again, never share these in public chats. Once the wallet is created, you will be using the agent wallet address to request gas tokens and stablecoins. The gas is required for on-chain actions like registration. Stablecoins are required for X402 payments and use cases. The form links will be sent to participants, so don't be worrying about looking for them during the session. After submitting, wait for the confirmation before doing main actions. Once your wallet is ready and funded, the next step is registering your agent identity with the ERC 8004. The ERC 8004 gives your agent a verifiable identity layer. In simple terms, it helps answer who is this agent and what your wallet is connected to. What wallet is connected to it, and can it be recognized in the ecosystem. After registration, you should verify the agent in the registry and save the registry link for submissions. And so it's basically agent identity and trust. After identity comes the payments. For X402, you'll apply the merchant access, save your merchant ID, generate or rotate API keys, add your receiver wallet, and connect the payment flow to your agent. This is what helps your agent move towards real economic activity. It's not just completing tasks, but it's also supporting the payment-based workflows too. After that step, you need to be testing it. So a successful X402 setup should be visible and testable. That means registering the agent for the X402 payments, providing the merchant ID, API keys, and receiver wallet, running the test payment flow, confirming the agent appears on the dashboard, and documenting the result for your submission. Because this matters because the work integration is much stronger than just saying, trust me, it works. We want the teams to be able to show it. Now we can connect the full workflow. A user asks the agent to complete a task. The agent identity is verified through the ERC 8004. If the payment is needed, the agent processes or receives payment through X402. Then the agent completes the task and returns the result. That is the workflow builders should be able to explain, test, and show by a demo day. It does not need to be perfect by day one, but every setup step should bring you closer to the workflow. To wrap up the technical setup, this is your after-session checklist. Create and launch the Clap agent, connect and test the Telegram bot, add Go and Metis related skills and templates, generate the agent wallet safely, request gas and stablecoins, register the ERC 8004 identity, request merchant access, connect X402 payments, and then test the end-to-end demo. If you were wondering what to do first after this ceremony, you can start here. And finally, you're not expected to debug alone. So the Go Builder Hub join the GOAT Builder Hub if you've already not. Then use the Bootcamp topic for questions and use Metis related resources along GOAT Network support where relevant. Ask for help early if you're blocked on a wallet setup, gas, or ERC 8004 or X402. Also, keep your documents, GitHub repos, and document links updated as you build. That will make the submissions, feedback, and demo days much smoother. The goal is simple: build first, then validate fast, and document everything. That will be all from me. This is, again, for reference for the documentation guide, the guide documentation, and then also the video, which you can reference later. That's all from me. I'll hand it over to Elena now.
Thank you so much, Arich. Thank you. So that was Arich with the full plan for how to now navigate the demo. We're going to be following with the demo, but just before we do that, we have the guide. Like it's a document that explains step by step how you build in an agent. So if you're visual and you go to this guide and you follow step by step, I think you're gonna be pretty much fine building your agent. And we actually have the video, the whole video also recorded for you for the whole demo walkthrough. So if you have questions and you have some hiccups in the guide, so you can watch the video as well. And this is what we're going to be showing for you to you today. So this is the builder onboarding demo that is done by our CryptoChicks education manager, Alice Liu. So she's going to go over the full thing of how you build, AI agent from scratch. So you can follow along if you can, or we also will share the recorded video after that. So if you don't keep up, that's not a problem at all. But this again takes you from beginning to end on how to build your own AI agent on chain.
Everyone, my name is Alice. I am part of the CryptoChicks team, and today I'll be demoing how you can deploy your agent on ClawUp's using an OpenClaw agent and go through the steps of first setting up your agent on ClawUp and then adding skills that are relevant to GOAT Network specifically. And then following that, adding some GOAT specific skills, including deploying your agent to be registered using ERC 8004, and also having it be enabled for payments using X402, in addition to using the agent kit and doing some actions that are allowed on some compatible chains like the Metis L2. So first, before we begin, I just wanted to share that a hackathon onboarding guide will be shared to all of the participants. So this is what it looks like, and it goes through step by step how you can go through with setting up your agent, adding skills, and then having it be registered for X402 and 8004. In addition to in the end, I have some example prompts that you can prompt with your agent. So this is a very useful document that you should have in handy. And for today's demo, I will just be going through all of the steps with you all. So the first step is to create your agent on ClawUp. ClawUp is a platform that allows users to deploy OpenClaw agents, and it's just like a one-click deploy setup. So no coding needed, even for any non-technical developers out there, people who want to build agents. You can very easily, in just a few clicks, create your OpenClaw agent using ClawUp. And the site is clawup.org. You can just sign in, and every user will be given some token credits to deploy their agent for free when you have a new account. So you can go over to the overview section of the page and click Start Free Trial. And then from here, you can go ahead and name your agent. I'm just going to call it Alice Test. For the agent type, you can either have it be an OpenClaw agent or a Hermes agent. and we can start from scratch. There are quite a few models that you can choose from, but for the free plan, this Claude model is what's available. And then through here, the cool thing about Claude is that it gives you the option to deploy your agent with an interface. So you can directly interface with your agent by prompting it as if you were prompting an LLM. And there's a few different channels that Claude is compatible with, including Telegram. So we're going to choose the Telegram option. And then from here, if you are setting up with Telegram, you will need to create your bot, which will be able to interface with your Claude agent via Telegram itself. So you should have a Telegram account. And I'm just going to switch over to my screen sharing over on Telegram here. And you should go ahead and start a new message with BotFather. This is the username. BotFather gives you the ability to create a new agent that you can interact with directly on Telegram. So start a new chat with BotFather, and you can type in the command new bot to create your new bot. And then from here, just follow along with the prompts. So I'm just going to call this bot Alice Test Hack. And then let's choose a username. So I'll just use a variation of one of the users' names that I used before. And then once you finish those steps, you will have the BotFather will give you the link where you can directly message with your new bot. And be sure to copy this token that the BotFather will give you. This is the HTTP API access key. So be sure to copy that. And once you have that copied, go back to your Claude page when you were signing up for the Claude bot. So that's over here. And then paste the API key in this field. From there, once you filled out all of your details, you can go ahead and click Launch Agent. And it will take some time for your agent to launch, depending on how many people are launching their agents at the same time. Sometimes it can take a little longer, but before you start messaging your agent, you should check to see that the status is complete or finished. Right now, the agent is in the process of creating itself, so it will take some time. So wait for this step. And once this step is complete, you can send a new message to your Telegram bot, so directly on Telegram, and then it will output a command for you to put in this chat on Claude. It's a pairing command, and this step is very important so that the Claude bot that you have launched on the Claude platform and also the Telegram bot that we just launched, it's important that you're able to pair the both so that you can directly use your Claude bot via Telegram itself, just for an easy interface. So we're still waiting for our agent to be deployed. It's going to take maybe another 30 seconds or so. But for as of right now, for the hackathon, you'll be given some credits and also a free trial to create your agent. And depending on how much the hackathon organizers decide to give for token credits for each participant, you'll be able to at least create one active agent. So be sure to use that well, since you'll have one agent that you'll have access to during the duration of the hackathon. And if you have any issues whatsoever, you can always contact the team, create a new account and contact the team so you can be given more credits if you have any issues with creating your agent on Claude during this process. So right now, it's almost ready. It's finishing. But as you can see, for creating our agent, there are some other platforms that you can use to deploy your own AI agents. But like, for example, on Codex, but this is the easiest way that you can do so. Claude makes it very simple. You just fill out the agent sign up and fill out some fields, select some options, and within a few clicks, we have our agent deployed. So that makes things very convenient. And once your agent is live, you will see that the status is running and this will turn green. So we can go ahead and click chat over here, and we'll be able to directly interface with our Claude agent over here. Before we do that on Telegram, I'm going to switch over to the Telegram tab. Over here on Telegram, you can send a new message to your Telegram bot. So I will send one here, and send any message, you will get a reply back saying that access is not configured yet on OpenClaw. And you must ask the bot owner, so in this case, our bot that is deployed on Claude, to approve it. And in this way, we can directly interact with our Claude agent using Telegram, using this Telegram chat specifically, which is our bot. So go ahead and copy this command that will say OpenClaw pairing approved Telegram in some code. So I'm going to copy that here. And then go back to the Claude page and open the chat that you have with your recently created Claude bot. And what you should do now is paste in the pairing command that you got from Telegram. And from there, it says that our pairing approval was submitted and it should finish connecting within this time. And how you can test if pairing was successfully done between your Claw bot on ClawUp and your Telegram bot is you can directly send a message within your Telegram bot. And if it gives you a reply similar to like how if you were interacting with an LLM, like with ChatGPT, for example, it gives you a reply similar to that, then you know that access was configured and you can directly interact with your ClawUp bot via Telegram. If it gives you like some kind of failed access or another access not configured message, then the pairing was not successful and you should retry. So let's see if it was able to pair. And again, depending on how many other participants there are, the pairing as well as the initial agent setup might take some time. So let's see. Looks like the bot is responding. And okay, after I typed in hello, it gave me an expected message. So that means that the Claw bot was able to be successfully paired with this Telegram bot. And now we can interact with our Claw bot directly through this Telegram interface. And here's this welcome message that the bot provides. And then from here, I will go back to this page in our onboarding guide. So I will switch my screen. Our onboarding guide will go into details of how you can go about with doing all of these steps if you missed anything from this demo. But from here, now we can go ahead and add skills. So skills are needed in order to make your bot from a generic chatbot to one that has GOAT Network specific skills. And how you do this is you upload a file, usually it's in the markdown format, to your bot. And basically in that markdown file, it will have like a bunch of instructions, user-specific instructions with how your agent can complete different tasks. So this is one of the repos on GitHub that we'll be using for the hackathon. And this GitHub repo contains all of the skills that are needed for your agent to complete GOAT-specific actions that are needed for this hackathon. So for example, if we go to this skill folder and go over here to this skill file, this specific file, for example, is specifically for registering your agent via the Ethereum standard ERC-8004. We'll go into some more details on what this entails, but as you can see, these are step-by-step instructions that you can give to your agent so it knows exactly what to do. So in this case, how it should register your agent for 8004 specifically. And there's a couple of more skills files that are included in this repository, like for example, for onboarding your agent to be configurable with X402. X402 allows your agent to make payments on-chain. So there's some step-by-step instructions for how your agent can do that. And all you need to do is send your agent the link to this GitHub repository, and it will take in these skills files, create its own specialized skills files using the ones that are over here, and then it can go ahead and do these GOAT-specific actions. So that's a very essential, needed way for your agent to have targeted skills that are needed for this hackathon. And two of which are registering your agent using 8004, registering your agent on-chain, and then also the X402 payment onboarding. And on the bottom of this document, there are some example prompts in the end, and you can directly use these prompts for your agent and go through the steps from here. So for example, we can use this prompt for creating a skill for our agent. So I will paste that over here. And what I am basically saying, and I will go back to my Telegram tab, what I'm basically telling my agent is to create its own skill for development on GOAT Network specifically, and using some of the repos as references, one of which is the repo I just showed you. And then I also included this repo that was made by someone from the team for how you can demo your GOAT agent. And then I'm telling it where to create this skill, and then also to output the skill folder path, and giving it some other prompts if the integration failed. So the agent is in the process for creating this skill, and we'll just wait for it to do that. The agent doesn't necessarily have to create its own skill. I just asked it to do it in this prompt. You can also just tell the agent to directly use the skills that were in this repo that I showed previously, and that's also okay. The main goal here is just to give our agent enough context in order to complete actions that are on GOAT Network. So skills here are just specific context for your agent. And this may also take some time for the agent to properly review the current relevant skills, digest them, and create its own file. So this may take some time. Now it's in the process of creating the skill file. And again, all of these instructions and steps are within the onboarding guide. We have a list of all of the example prompts that you can use at the end of this guide as well. And if you have any sort of issues with setting up your agent, feel free to contact the team about that. So just waiting for the skill file to be made. So it looks like still in the process of doing so, and it's testing the skill registration. And after the skill is able to be completed, our bot will be able to do things like create its own wallet, its own Web3 wallet, and then it'll be able to register itself on 8004 and also be able to do some payments via X42. So sometimes the bot will stop executing in the middle, so you would have to prompt it. And it does take some time occasionally for the bot to reply. So let's just wait a moment for that. So it's been around a minute, and now the agent was able to successfully create its skill, which is shown right here. It's showing the paths of where the skill is located, which is over here, and what the skill covers. So based on what we prompted the agent with to create its skill, it's able to register on-chain agent identity, use the X42 payment protocol, and then also some other details like for setting up the agent wallet, transaction monitoring. And it gives you some example prompts for using the skill as well. So now that our agent has the proper context to move forward, we can go ahead and prompt our agent to create its own wallet for itself. And we can do that by just simply saying, for example, create a wallet and output the private key and the wallet address. And generally speaking, it's not great for the agent to be pasting private keys through chats, because if someone gains access to that chat, they see your private key. If they have your private key, they have access to all of your funds. So generally speaking, this is not great practice, but since this is just for hackathon purposes only, and there's not going to be a ton of funds being held in the wallet, this is okay. But generally speaking, it's not really great practice to be passing around private keys that are not in a secure environment. At the same time, the simpler the prompt to the agent for creating the wallet, the better. Because if you, for example, tell the agent to create a wallet in a secure way, it may not be able to not create the wallet in the first place, because it would say that it has a security model it has to follow. And one part of that security model may be that it's not able to give you private keys by pasting it directly in the chat. So you need to be very careful when you're prompting your agent to create a wallet. Prompt as simple as possible like this, without mentioning security measures initially, is ideal, so that your agent is able to directly give you the wallet. And this is necessary for the agent to create its own wallet, because if you were to create your own wallet by yourself and give the agent the credentials, it won't be able to execute any transactions on your behalf using your own created wallet, because it does not have configured access. It'll only be able to do transactions on your behalf if it's using the wallet that it created by itself. So it's very important that you ask the agent directly to create the wallet. So from here, our agent has given us a private and public key, and be sure to keep the private key to yourself. And what you can do is, if you're new to Web3 development in general, you can use some kind of wallet provider like a MetaMask, for example, and directly import your private key through there. And in this way, by using a wallet provider, you'll be able to see how many funds you have on your wallet at the moment, and any kinds of transactions that you make with that wallet, you'll be able to see those like on an Explorer. And from here, I have in the onboarding guide some guidelines of how you can go about with setting up your wallet using the private key and wallet address. There's also a way, for example, I'm going to switch my tab here. If you go to chainlist.org, you'll be able to directly add different chains onto your wallet. So for example, GOAT Network, this is GOAT Network's chain ID. You can add it directly to MetaMask, or even for the Metis Andromeda mainnet, you'll be able to add it directly if you click Add to MetaMask. But after your agent outputs the private key and the accompanying wallet address, you need to fund your wallet with gas in order for your agent to be able to send transactions on your behalf. Transactions on mainnet cost gas on GOAT Network, so you'll need to be able to get some gas. And then at the same time, if you're doing X402 related payment, any payment related use cases, that will require the use of X402, and that in turn will require you to use stablecoins in the form of USDT or USDC. And all of this, so the funds that you'll need in order to fund your wallet, all of that will be given by the team, and it'll be shared with you in a secure way. I believe you'll just have to provide the team with your wallet address, but keep a lookout for details relating to that. The team will give you enough funds for you to be able to complete transactions and have your agent do those transactions on your behalf. So I'm going to add some funds. Specifically, I'm going to add some USDC, some gas tokens on GOAT, and also some USDC on the Metis network onto this wallet, and I will do that offline. Everyone, I am back, and during that time, I just put some funds in the wallet that I have over here. So as you can see, under the GOAT network, I have some gas in Bitcoin that's native to GOAT, and then I also have some USDC as part of GOAT. And then if you want to do any sort of transactions on Metis itself, because Metis and GOAT are different networks, you will also need gas for Metis. So I have some over here, and then I also have some USDT as well. So once you have your agent generated wallet, you should go ahead and import that to the wallet provider that you hold, and then start funding your wallet. And in addition, I mentioned before that having your agent generate the wallet and doing things like sending the private key over a message is generally not a very secure way of doing things. An alternative is to use the provider Privy. So I'll show the documentation over here. And this is a guide within the Claw docs within GOAT Metis agent. So for over here, you can use Privy to basically have your agent generate wallets in a secure manner, and then also grant agents access to your existing wallets in all in a secure fashion. So all you need to do, you can follow all of the steps within this doc guide, but you can install the Privy skill just using this command here, setting up and linking the skills file, and then authorizing it on the agent sandbox from site within Privy. And then from here, you can send a transaction. And if you're not comfortable with the setup, if this is your first time setting up, you can always get some testnet tokens from the faucet and then fund your wallet using that, and then try to test the agent to see if it's working by prompting it to send an amount over a testnet network, like with Sequoia, for example. So I'll show you what I did for another agent that I made previously. Right over here. Give me one moment. Right over here, I have, this is for the current agent. Over here is for the older agent. So I told the agent to just set up using the skill file from Privy. And then it will give you this link to log in. You would have to verify and approve the code. And then once you have that approved, your agent will have some on-chain wallets that it has access to. And you can go ahead and fund those wallets, and the agents will be able to send transactions on your behalf. So what the link to the site looks like, for example, this is mine. So I have my two wallets, one for Ethereum, this one, I think this for Solana, are available that were created by the agent and can be fully used by them. So that is an alternative way to having your agent generate an agent-specific wallet in a secure way. Okay, so now that we have our agents set up with an agent wallet also set up, the next step from here is to use ERC 8004 to register your agents on chain. So ERC 8004 is an Ethereum standard, and it's made so that agents can have its own identity, and it's done so by basically registering itself on the blockchain on chain, and this makes it so that its identity is portable. So for us, it's easier because GOAT is already integrated with 8004. All we need to do is prompt it. And remember, in the previous step, we used the skills when we made our own skills file by giving our agent some of the links we had before to some existing skill files. Those existing skill files, one of them included the ERC 8004 instructions. So all we need to do is prompt our agent to register itself, which will be pretty easy on our part. And to check if your agent was successfully registered, there's this link right here where all of the registered agents on GOAT are listed. So if you have your agent successfully registered, your agent should pop up over here, and then the chain should be GOAT Network. So I have a prompt that you can use in this document. So here's the prompt, and all you need to do is replace the agent name with the agent name that you have, and also the wallet with the agent generated wallet address. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that over to my current agent that I have opened right over here, and I'm switch screen sharing. And I'm going to replace this with my agent name. Also in this field. And then also replacing the wallet with the wallet that my agent just generated. That's why it's important to keep your wallet address handy. And from there, our agent can register itself on chain. It might take some time. So while we're waiting for the agent to respond, I'm going to talk a bit about X402 merchant portal registration. So in order for your agent to be able to transact and use payment specific protocols, like if you want to send or receive payments with your agent, it needs to be configured with X402. X402 is the payment protocol that allows for agents to participate in any kinds of payment related actions on chain. And to do that on GOAT specifically, I will change my screen. You will have to basically register your agent as a merchant on the portal. So the portal looks like this. The link for this is within the onboarding guide that you can find. But when you apply, you can fill out the fields here. So your merchant ID and merchant name can be the same. It can be the name of the agent that you have deployed. Receive type, to make it easiest, just use the default direct, and then you can fill out some other information. I already have an account, so I'm going to log in, and I'll show you a little bit about what it looks like and what you need to do. So over here, this is an overview of the dashboard. Basically, all of the orders that you have will appear over here, and some more details are under this payments tab. The important thing that you need to do when you first have this set up is going over to our settings over here. Within workspace, there's a settings tab and there's a developer tab. So let's go to the developer tab first. And what you need to do is click rotate API keys. And then from here, you'll have a new API key and an API secret that is generated. And you need to copy these down and store them in a secure place. So this needs to be done every time that you have a new portal and new login set up for your portal. And then from here, go to settings, and under receiving addresses, you should add an address that basically the wallet address you want to receive funds from. So I already have an address over here for GOAT with USDC, and I put my receiving address here. I will do the same for the Metis network. For every kind of custom network that you add, you will need to do that. So whether you're using GOAT or Metis or maybe some other ones like Ethereum and Arbitrum, you would need to add those separately and add the receiving address separately as well. So going back to the portal, I will share that again. Go to add address, you can select your chain and token. So I want to add for Metis USDT specifically, because this is what I have over here in my funds. And then my receiving address, I will put the wallet address for the one that I want to send funds to. So if you don't have a receiving address yet, you can just go ahead and create a new wallet address by yourself. And then you can have both the sender address, which in our case is the agent generated wallet that we funded, and then the receiving address, which is the wallet that we're going to send to. So these are the main settings configurations that you need to do for the portal. Now, going back to our claw up bot on Telegram, it has finished registering on mainnet, which is great. It gave us a confirmation. you'll also get an Explorer link over here, and how you can check, in addition to the agent being displayed on the agent registry site that I showed earlier. It may take some time for the agent to be displayed there, but using this prompt, your agent will output the link to the Explorer. So basically the confirmation link, and I'll show you what that looks like. So this is the one the agent gave me, and it has successfully registered itself using this contract address that's specifically for agent identity. And this is the wallet that I am using. This is the agent generated wallet, and this is the contract that it interacted with to register itself. So that's another way that we can confirm that our agent has been successfully registered. Now, our next step from here, once you have your merchant credentials from your X402, this is if you want to do payments related use cases again, but I'm sure that most of you who are watching this will in some way have your agent do something payments related. So this is a necessary step for most people. Once you have your credentials for your portal and you make those changes in your settings, what you can do now is have your agent register on GOAT, and specifically for X402 payments. And I'll show you how you can confirm if you've done this as well. So back to the agent registry site, you can see your agent if it's been registered by seeing if it appears over here with if your agent name, if you see your agent name here, and the chain is GOAT Network. To see if it was successfully registered for X402 payments, there is this X402 column and a little tag here. So for example, this agent that was registered also with X402, whereas this one is not. So you can check if your agent was successfully registered with X402 if it has this tag. So that's an easy way to check. And how we can do that is if we go back to our onboarding guide, there is an example prompt for that as well. So we can basically in this prompt tell our agent to register for X402 payments using the existing wallet that it generated for itself. And these are the fields that you'll need to fill out. So this is our agent name and ID if you already have it registered on 8004. And then you should also put the merchant ID, which in most cases is the same as agent name, the API key that we had generated after we rotated the API keys, and then also the wallet itself. So I will go ahead and copy over this prompt here and transition to over here. So agent name, I believe this is the name that I used. And I'll take a look for my merchant ID. It should have been Sapbot. My API key. And be sure to keep your API key private to yourself as well. And then you can also put your receiving wallet, which I have over here. And we'll wait for that to prompt itself and be able to successfully register. So from there, I'll go back to screen sharing the demo. And as you can see, now the agent registry refreshed, and we can see that my agent that I just deployed was listed over here, and it was it's now also registered for X402 as well after I just prompted it. So this is the way to check the registration was complete. Now for here, generally speaking, I'll also go over this part. It is good practice to specify your safety standards. So after you have if you decide to not use the privy method and just have your agent directly generate the private key and public address to you, it is good to afterwards set safety standards to make things as secure as possible. So you can tell your agent, for example, don't print or hard code your private keys or API keys, and then require explicit confirmation before any mainnet write action. Like, for example, if your agent is about to send a transaction over mainnet, which will cost gas, then you can have it get confirmed for you before it does that. And another good safety practice is also telling the agent to try on testnet first. So if you're not really sure if it was configured properly, you can always get testnet tokens from a faucet and then have it test and see if it's working correctly. So that is a good practice to have. And once you finish this part for executing your payment registration, again, what you should see is that your bot is listed here and the X402 tab is attached. Now it's been some time and we can see that the agent has successfully registered itself for X402 payments. So over here, it gave us the details and the Explorer link for the transaction hash that confirms the transaction. So if we switch over, I just clicked on the Explorer link and I will change my screen sharing tab. This is the link that it outputted, and this is the address, the agent generated wallet address that registered itself for X402. And this is the contract that it interacted with, which is our agent identity contract. And how we can also check this is if we go back to our agent registry board, we can see that this was the agent that was deployed, and then it has that X402 tab that is attached to it. So that's a way that you can check that your agent has been successfully registered. And afterwards, what you can do is you can test if the agent was indeed configured for these X402 payments by sending a test or a real payment transaction. And I have a prompt for doing this on the onboarding guide. An example prompt is to test the payment flow. So for this one we're basically specifying a sender and receiver address. The sender is the wallet address that will send the USDC, and the receiver will be the one that is receiving it. And we're just testing that we're able to send one USDC from the sender to the receiver. And how we can check that is by running this payment flow. So I'll go back to the Telegram over here, and I will specify details like our sender address, which is our agent generated address for the wallet. And then the receiving address is any wallet that you made that you want to have the payment be sent to. So just copying that prompt over here. And how we can check this is that the agent will give us the confirmation hash, and we can see if one USDC was transferred. And then we can also just go to the wallets themselves and see if one USDC was deducted from this address and then one USDC was added to this one. So our agent is currently working on that at the moment. And while we are waiting for our agent to execute that, another feature that GOAT has enabled is the Agent Kit SDK. And the Agent Kit has all relevant GOAT Network operations that you can use with just a single SDK. And there's no need to manually install it yourself. You can directly prompt your agent to install the Agent Kit. And then from there, once you have the Agent Kit installed, you'll be able to do all sorts of actions with your agent. So I'll show you very briefly about the Agent Kit site. So if you want to see some more details on what Agent Kit enables, we can go to agentkit.goat.network. And as you can see, that there's quite a lot of abilities that you can have your agent do with this Agent Kit. It's just a single kit for you and your agent to be able to do on-chain execution, X402 payments, identity, and there's even for naming or buying gift cards, which I'll show in a demo later. This is a very all-in-one kit that you can use. and how you can go about with using it. I have an example right here with another agent that I have used. So I'm going to go to that agent right now. This is another agent that I previously deployed, and I have also the prompt for installing Agent Kit in the example prompts within the onboarding guide. Here I'm just telling it to clone and install the Agent Kit. This is the link to the repo. And then I'm telling it to use Agent Kit to generate a wallet activity report, and it will basically take a wallet address and then analyze all of the balances and any kinds of recent transactions, and then an interpretation of what the wallet is used for. And then I specified the wallet to analyze, and from here, the agent was able to generate the wallet report some of the token balances that were here, the activity summary of what was happening within this wallet, all the transactions there, and some of the recommendations. So if you want like an all-in-one kit, you can use the agent kit. This does cost quite a bit of tokens. So if you're trying to conserve them, you don't necessarily need to do this step. But if you want just like an easy single SDK that does all of the GOAT relevant actions, you can use the agent kit. And all you need to do is just this command. Tell the agent to clone and install the agent kit, which is linked over here on this repo. So it makes it very short and convenient. Now we can see that our agent has successfully completed the X-Pro 2 payment test. And let's check using the Explore link. So let me change my screen to that. And we can see here that this is indeed our sender address. And this was our receiver address. And it was able to send 1 USDC, which is as expected. If we go over to our MetaMask, we can see that originally I had 3 USDC that was held in this wallet. Now it has been reduced to 2 because this is our sender wallet. And if we go to what I specified was the receiver wallet, which is this one, we can see that 1 USDC has been gained. So that is showing us that our agent is able to do the X-Pro 2 payments successfully. Now, from here, I will go into how you can use Metis for Metis related use cases. Metis is another compatible chain that GOAT Network the GOAT Network enabled agents can interact with. There are quite a few other different chains that has compatibility, like with Arbitrum and Ethereum, for example. So Metis is just another chain that you can have your agent interact with. And one of the use cases that you can use with Metis, for example, it can do all of the related use cases that we've seen with GOAT Network, the GOAT chain. But for this case, we can also, for example, do something like a real world use case, such as using our agent to purchase some gift cards. And GOAT has this enabled. So for example, this is the site giftcard.goat.network. And you can directly just prompt your agent to buy a gift card without you having to manually do it. And so, for example, let's say I want to buy this gift card. All the gift cards that are compatible are listed on this site over here. So you can choose which kinds of brands you want to have your agent buy the gift card from. This is the one that I will use to demo with. There's an example prompt that you can use. Let's copy that over. And then I will go back to the Telegram screen share. So in your prompt, all you need to say is buy a gift card, specify the vendor, specify the amount, specify the network, and then specify what kind of token, like USDC or USDT, you want to use to buy it. So I'm going to change this prompt a bit because I want the agent to buy this on Metis. So buy a $5 gift card on Metis Andromeda, which is mainnet, and pay with USDT. And make sure if you are using another network like Metis, because it's a different chain than GOAT Network, you're going to need gas, Metis specific gas. on here. So be sure that you have that. And the reason why this is not able to execute right now is because this agent doesn't have AgentKit installed. So you need to have AgentKit, and buying the gift cards is a requirement that you use AgentKit for. So I'm going to have the agent install AgentKit first, and then using AgentKit, prompt it to buy the gift card. And a lot of this is just back and forth prompting with your agent. Sometimes there are some cases where you just have to, in a way, force your agent to complete the action that you want it to complete, because sometimes the agent may go a little bit off track or maybe be misguided in some way. So doing that, part of that is giving it very clear and specific prompts. And also, for example, I mentioned before that before any kind of real transaction that is executed on mainnet, a good practice is to have your agent wait for you to confirm and see if all of the details are as anticipated as you want. For example, when I was asking the agent to send the X402 payment, I asked it to output all of the payment details before I executed, which is this part over here. And then I confirmed, and then it executed. So that's a good practice to have. And we're waiting for the agent to do that. While we are waiting for our agent to buy the gift card, I'll also talk about some strategies for saving tokens. So for the hackathon, for the bootcamp itself, you'll be given a certain amount of tokens to use. And it's important that you don't instantly try to burn through them. A lot of the times using long and complex can burn through tokens quicker. But one way in which you can save tokens is if we go back to registering our agent using ClawUp, there is an option I will show over here. If we go to this initial registration page, when we first set this up, we chose our identity to start from scratch. So our agent is starting completely new and it doesn't have any existing skills that it can use. But when we were prompting our agent to create some new skills, we were burning some tokens in the process. So what you can do is you can directly choose within this, choose an identity, choose the GOAT and Metis agent. And within this identity, it comes with a skills package. So it includes the ERC 8004 registration and the X402 merchant. And from here, we can go ahead and follow all of the steps as we have done before. And we can directly create an agent that has the GOAT and Metis specific support without having to further prompt it with more skills. And so this is one way in which you can save on your tokens. And another way is that you can directly for registration related purposes for say like a 8004 agent and X402 merchant, you can use your own coding agent. So not ClawUp related, like for example, Claude or Codex to do the registration since it's just a one-time use only. And for your application itself, you can use your token credits for ClawUp specifically. And if you have your agents and you need it to do things like trading or like a task management, processing related tasks, payment related, it's better to use ClawUp for those. So a good practice is for this like initial registration, you can use your own coding agent. And for your actual application that you build, use ClawUp. Now the agent has successfully been able to both clone AgentKit and then also using the AgentKit capabilities, purchase the Walmart gift card, that $5 gift card that we prompted it to purchase on Metis specifically. So here the agent has replied with a transaction confirmation. So we can view this transaction on the block explorer and see. And over here, this is what it looks like. Looks like we were able to send it for 5 USDT, which is the amount that we purchased the gift card with. And additionally, afterwards, after the transaction has been confirmed, you can directly prompt your agent to send you the gift card details. So we'll give you the gift card code and then an accompanying PIN, and then you can just enter that into the merchant provider you have to transact on that provider. So the agent is able to purchase the gift card for you and then send you the details of how you can activate that gift card using the codes. Okay, so that concludes the demo. We did quite a lot in this session. We were able to use Flop to deploy an agent, and then from there, generate a wallet, configure it so that it can register itself on ERC 8004 for on-chain identities, and then also execute a test X402 payment. And then we also talked a bit about using AgentKit and how you can complete these actions on other compatible networks like Metis. And again, if you have any other questions during the setup process, if you run into any issues, please feel free to reach out to the team. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you so much. That was Alice, our CryptoChicks educational manager with a builder onboarding demo. I have to remind you that this video is available already, so you can actually watch it yourself at your own pace and speed. And also there is a guide that you can refer to as well. That is onboarding guide that is covering step by step. On the demo, also how to build your own AI agent. I received another question. So who are selected as the 12 teams? I want to mention it again. So this is the 12 teams that were selected for this bootcamp, and they already started their onboarding with their growth partners. So keep an eye on your emails and your messages in Telegram, and all of you have to be in Telegram now and starting building. And for everyone else and for these teams as well, you now have the opportunity to be streamlined into future Caribbean hackathons. So we're going to be posting information about it today. Please join GOAT Builder Hub to find more details on that, because all these 83 wonderful teams that applied will have this opportunity also to build and to present at the hackathon. And a final reminder for the bootcamp participants, so by July 3rd, you will have to have already your agent built, created and built, connected to the, you have to be connected to the Telegram hub by this time. You have to configure your skills, submitting the funding requests, work with your growth partners on that, register identity X402 payments, and also understand the bootcamp next steps and the whole timeline. If you have any questions, please ask at GOAT Builder Hub. This is the Telegram chat that you can join and ask any questions. And we came to the end of the presentation. It's been a little bit more than 2 hours. So thank you so much for being with us. I would like to thank a team, again, our speakers, Kevin, Darrel, Arshia, Rich, and Alice. I would like to thank also everyone that worked on this presentation and who led this program behind the scenes. So it's, of course, Julie, Norbert, David, Ronit, Mina, also Stefan, and I would like to thank the whole team for doing this and being with us. And I think would like to thank everyone who listened to us and watched us today. Yes, and thank you very much. We're going to be following up with more live streams and more workshops. So we'll see you soon. Have a great day and night.